Agnes is 76 years old. She's lived in the same apartment for 40 years. Never paid rent late, never had problems with neighbors. Quiet, kind, model tenant. But today everything changed. New landlord came, knocked on door, gave letter. 30 days. Cat goes or you go. Agnes read it. Once, twice, 3 times. Words didn't change. It was real. Snowball is sleeping on couch. 13 years old. 13 years with Agnes. Wakes her every morning. Lies in her lap every evening. Sleeps beside her every night. But it was in lease agreement. Clause 3. No pets. Agnes never read it. 40 years ago, who reads? Old owner didn't care. But new owner cares. Cares a lot. And now Agnes must choose. Home or Snowball? 76 years old. Where will she go? And Johnny Depp hears Agnes crying from next door. Los Angeles, Monday morning, apartment building. Agnes followed same routine every morning. Wake at 7. Snowball wakes her. Meows. Touches her face with paws. Good morning, Snowball. Yes, breakfast time. Goes to kitchen. Puts out cat food for Snowball. Makes tea for herself. Now they have breakfast together. 40 years in same apartment. Small but warm. 1 room. Kitchen. Bathroom. Enough. Rent cheap. $850. Pension $1,200. Makes it work. Knows neighbors. Everyone kind. Everyone says hello. Johnny Depp moved to next door 2 years ago. Good neighbor. Quiet. Kind. Agnes was happy. Life was simple. Had Snowball. Was enough. But 3 months ago, everything changed. Apartment sold. Old owner retired. Building went to young company. They said modernization. They said value increase. New rules came. Strict. Rigid. And today, Monday morning, door knocked. Agnes opened door. Young man. Suit. Tablet in hand. Good morning. I'm Mark. New property manager. Routine inspection. Oh yes, come in. Mark entered. Looked around. Took notes. Typed on tablet. And then saw Snowball. Sleeping on couch. White fur. Old. You have a cat? Yes. Snowball. 13 years old. Mark frowned. Did you read your lease agreement? Yes, I signed it 40 years ago. Clause 3. No pets, did you know? Agnes stopped. I don't remember. Old owner allowed it. Never was problem. I'm not old owner, Mark said, cold. Rules exist. Must be enforced. Pulled something from tablet. Got printout. This is formal notice. Pet must go within 30 days. Otherwise lease will be terminated. Agnes took letter. Hands trembled. But Snowball is my family. We've been together 13 years. Sorry. Rules are rules, 30 days. Mark left. Closed door. Agnes read letter. Tears started flowing. Agnes sat on couch. Snowball came to her lap. Purred. What will I do, Snowball? Where will I send you? Thought through options. Family. None. Never married. No children. Sister hasn't spoken in years. Friends. Who takes old cat? Everyone has their own problems. Shelter? Agnes trembled. No. Snowball is 13 years old. Nobody takes him. Will be put down. Different apartment. 76 years old. Will anyone rent? Even without pet, it's hard. Agnes. Cried. Was helpless. Door knocked. It was Johnny Depp. Agnes, are you okay? I heard crying. Agnes opened door. Face covered with tears. Johnny. I don't know what to do. What happened? Agnes showed letter. Johnny read it. His face hardened. This is unacceptable. But it's in lease agreement. I didn't know. You've been here 40 years. Never was problem. Now suddenly. New owner. Strict. By the book. Johnny took deep breath. Where's Snowball? Inside. Sleeping. Johnny looked inside. White cat sleeping peacefully. Was old. Fragile. You won't send him to shelter, Johnny said. But there's no other choice. There is. We'll fight. Agnes was surprised. What? This is unfair. Maybe legal, but not just. We'll talk to lawyer. But I don't have money for lawyer. I'll find one, Johnny said. You just take care of Snowball, protect him. I'll be back. Johnny researched that day. Tenant rights, pet laws, Los Angeles. Learned. In California, landlords can put no pet clauses in leases, but there are exceptions for long-term tenants. But there are protections for elderly tenants. But there are emotional support animal certificates. Johnny found lawyer Sarah Chen, tenant rights specialist, told her on phone. 40 years there, 76 years old, cat 13 years old, emotional support animal, eviction threat. Sarah thought. Interesting. We can sue. Long-term tenant protection, age discrimination, emotional harm. How long? Months, maybe year, but we can stop eviction, temporary order. Cost? $2,000 start, then hourly. Johnny swallowed. Expensive, but had to do it. Do it, I'll pay. Then had another idea. Social media. Told Agnes' story. Recorded video. Agnes and Snowball. 40 years. 13 years. 30 days. Her name is Agnes, 76 years old. Lived in same home for 40 years. Model tenant. Never problems. Her cat Snowball, 13 years old. Quiet, kind. Bothers nobody. New owner came. Cat forbidden. 30 days. Go or eviction. Where will Agnes go? 76 years old. Nobody will rent. Where will Snowball go? 13 years old. Put down at shelter. Is this fair? Is this humane? Is eviction reward for 40 years loyalty? Posted video. Within 24 hours, 20 million views. Comments exploded. This is horrible. Agnes and Snowball must be protected. Landlord is heartless. 40 years. Can't evict. Media became interested. Made news reports. 76-year-old woman and cat under eviction threat. 40-year tenant versus new landlord. Elderly rights case. Pressure increased. Company's phone rang. Email inbox filled. Protesters came to building. Agnes must stay. Snowball is family. Respect elderly. Mark, property manager, had to make statement. We're just enforcing lease agreement. Not emotional. Legal. But public was angry. Lawyer Sarah Chen filed in court. Emergency order. Stop eviction. My client has been in same apartment 40 years. 76 years old. Her life is there. Snowball is emotional support animal. If evicted, her health at risk. Elder. Abuse. Judge listened. Other side spoke. Lease agreement is clear. Clause 3. No pets. She signed. She knew. Signed 40 years ago, Sarah said. Old owner allowed for 13 years. Now suddenly changes. Not fair. Judge thought. I'm issuing temporary order. Eviction stopped. Case continues. Date, 3 months from now. Agnes breathed relief. At least 3 months safe, but Johnny didn't stop there. When video went viral, donations collected. For Agnes. For lawyer costs. $10,000 came. Then $20,000. Then $50,000. Justice for Agnes. Fight for Snowball. But more importantly, community organized. Neighbors visited Agnes. We're with you. We support you. Mr. Martinez, 4th floor. I've been here 30 years too. Have dog. Will they evict me too? Mrs. Park, 2nd floor. I have cat. 8 years. I'm scared, Johnny realized. Agnes wasn't alone. 12 more tenants had pets. Organized meeting. Tenants union. Together we're strong. Together we'll fight. Filed joint lawsuit. 12 tenants. Lawyer Sarah Chen. Mass eviction threat. Age discrimination. Emotional harm. Unjust enrichment. Media more interested. 12 tenants versus giant company. Pet rights war. Pressure multiplied. Company vice president requested meeting. Let's talk. Find solution. Sarah Chen, Johnny, and Agnes went to meeting. Vice president. Look, our goal isn't victimizing anyone, just updating rules. After 40 years, Sarah said sharply, new management, new standards. But elderly tenants, you're destroying their lives. Vice president hesitated. An offer. Current tenants exempt. Pet permission continues, but new tenants can't bring pets, Sarah thought. Not enough. If tenants move, want new apartment, then can't bring pet. No. Current tenants full protection. For life. Pet rights. This is difficult. Then we'll see you in court, Sarah said. Stood up. Wait. Vice President panicked. Okay. Current tenants protected. Pet rights. Lifetime. Written. Official. Added to lease. Yes. Sarah looked at Agnes. What do you think? Agnes thought of Snowball. Safe. Forever. I accept. Agreement signed. Agnes and 12 tenants won. Celebration held at apartment. In garden. All tenants came. Agnes in center. Snowball in lap. Smiling. Thank you all. Mr. Martinez. We're family. We protect each other. Mrs. Park. And our pets too. Johnny gave speech. Agnes wasn't alone. Millions of elderly in similar situation. Landlords making arbitrary rules. Evicting. Forcibly separating pets. This is wrong and must change. Started campaign. Tenant pet rights. Goal. Law change in California. Pet protection for long-term tenants. Petition started. 100,000 signatures collected. Presented to politicians. Bill prepared. They called it Agnes Law, in honor of Agnes and Snowball. Finale 24-30-26 through. Today, Agnes is 77. Snowball is 14 and still living in same apartment. They're safe, protected. Nobody can separate them. Johnny's still next door. Visits every day. How are you, Agnes? I'm good, Johnny. Really good. Snowball is here. My home is safe. I'm at peace. You fought. Not just for yourself, for everyone. No, Agnes said. You fought. I was just scared. You gave me courage. We fought together. And campaign continues. Agnes Law advancing. In California legislature, if passes, long-term tenants will have pet rights. Landlords can't arbitrarily evict. Thousands of elderly will be protected. Thousands of pets will be saved. Sometimes injustice is silent. Sometimes it looks legal, but doesn't stop being wrong. Sometimes one person's voice becomes thousands. Sometimes justice comes late, but comes. Agnes was scared, but Johnny stood beside her. Community stood beside her. And everything changed. If you see injustice, speak, fight, because your voice might save elderly person's home, might save cat's life. This story touched millions of hearts. If it touched yours, share it, like it, subscribe, because world needs more Johnnies, more Agneses, and more Snowballs.